Welcome to the Notary Educators with Kimmi YouTube channel. Hosts Kimmi and Jeff Nunnally, along with Alexis Franklin, share expert insights to help you launch and grow a successful mobile notary business, no matter what state you are commissioned in. Learn how to become a top-notch loan signing agent and get answers to common notary questions. Explore our all-inclusive $47 monthly training library, plus live weekly online coaching sessions with courses on general notary work, wedding efficient services, remote online notary, ink fingerprinting, apostille, translation services, and I-9 completion. So please remember that Notary Educators LLC is your one-stop shop for notary training. Now sit back and watch Kimmi and crew, and don't forget to subscribe to the Notary Educators with Kimmi YouTube channel for more tips. Take your notary business to new heights.
That's an art. That's an art. So everybody think, okay, I can just tell you $15. No, I can't tell you that. You got some jobs you should be charging $50 for. You got some jobs you should be charging $100 for. You got some you should be charging $300-$400 for. So there's not a set number. It's going to be based on a lot of factors. Screening questions is what I say. You got to learn the business first, Michelle. You can't bypass it. I'm not trying to be funny, but the questions that you're asking, you need to learn this business step by step. You need to learn it. I can tell you, tell them $50. And you're going to tell somebody $50, they're going to be like, for what? And you're going to be like, I don't know. Kimmi told me to charge $50. That's not how this works. It's not. It's not how it works, honey. It's not. So I'm going to highly encourage you. Take your time. Either read one of my books, read the pricing book, and it all will make sense. Because it's got, you know how they say make it make sense? Make it make sense. I cannot just tell you and you go tell your client that. And again, your client going to be like, what? You want me to do what? How much is it? It's $175. For what? Why? You need to be able to explain that. Okay? Jasmine, hello. Finally caught a live. I love your videos. Thank you for the gems. You are so welcome. You are so welcome. And Lori says, I'm with you, Kimmi. I have a low threshold for crazy in my life. Yes, Lori already know. I be in the chat talking about my blood pressure. Y'all got my blood pressure up. But I enjoy teaching. I think it shows we all do. And I love being a notary. I really do. Notary has changed my life. It really has changed my life. It's so funny, and you guys have probably heard me if you watch this any length of time. But when I started my business 6 years ago, I called my brother. I said, "Hey, I'm getting ready to do this notary business," and he was like, "Hey," because he is and has been a business owner off and on for 20 years plus. So he was like, "So what do you want to do with your business? What's your goal?" And I told him, I said, yeah, I just want to do one a day, about $25 a day. He was like, what? Because he a hustler. We from Detroit. We bleed hustle, okay? And most of us do. Some of us don't. There were a few of us, though. We don't play. We get it done, okay? So anyway, my brother said, oh, you don't set the bar too high, do you? And I was like, no, because at that time, Jeffrey's still working. It was right before COVID. And I was leaving... not leaving my job, but my job was kind of leaving me because of COVID. So it was right before things really popped off. And I was working part-time, like PRN. So I was only making a few $100s, about $600-$700 at my job for a minute. Because I just changed my schedule because my sister was ill. So I was just doing bare minimum. Because again, my husband was working and I was working full-time before that for a minute. I've had all kinds of jobs. But anyway, so when I was leaving, I was just trying to match the income that I was making at the hospital. So I needed at least $600 a month, at least $600. And anything over $600 was like, cool, right? So he was like, you don't set the bar too high. Well, little did I know, what? People was calling me like crazy. My business went from, I was almost in tears one day. I told Jeffrey, I said, ain't nobody calling me. I had my business open for like 4 months and nobody was really calling me. But I didn't know the secret sauce until I started really doing this thing. And for me, it was getting my Google page together. And then so I had a Google page, right? But I didn't have my picture on the page. I just had a page. And then I was like, I started looking at other people's stuff and I'm just watching YouTube and I'm like, I think I got to put my picture out there. Because I was one of those people like you guys. A lot of you are like, I don't want to put my picture out there. I want nobody to see me. I'm scared. I'm shy. Da-da-da, da-da-da. And one day I was like, you know what? I got to put my picture out there. Hey Notary fam, it's Kimmi. I am here to let you know, just in case you have not heard about the Notary Business Coaching Success Program. We meet weekly. We talk about your notarial duties, how to do an acknowledgement, how to do a jurat, how to administer an oath, everything you've been asking for. And guess what else is included? Unlimited access to all of my trainings that will also include ink fingerprinting, trust/estate documents, learn how to properly execute a trust. Don't forget, we also have the private community, like-minded notaries who have been trained by me. Check out my book that I've written for each state, How to Start Your Notary Business in Alabama, California. You get the point. Wherever you're located, there's a book for your state. Well, hopefully I'll see you soon over in training. Notary Educators, LLC. We got you covered. Bye. So I started taking pictures of myself in my natural setting, doing my thing. I would be out with a client, and they didn't know we was taking pictures sometimes. We would do it on the side, and we would, Jeffrey never put their picture in there. And then a couple times I would ask them, I said, hey, do you mind if we take a picture? But I made sure I didn't show their face. So I was sitting at a table outside on somebody's patio. I was doing stuff out the back of my trunk at night. So clients were starting to see that, and my page started getting friction and action and stuff. And I started learning how to really work that Google page, right? So my page is fully maximized. And that's one of the courses. We even have a Google My Business course in the mentorship where we teach you want to be what's in the 3-pack, okay? You want to be in a 3-pack. That's the top 3. When somebody Google notary near me, you want to pop up. You want to be in the 3-pack. So once I became in that 3-pack, shoot, like I said earlier, we dominate. I don't let no business go through my hands that I cannot do, or I don't refer it to Angela. Okay? Nothing. Yesterday, I did not have my bag. Jeffrey had to go to a meeting really quick somewhere, and he had my notary bag in his car. The client was like, well, I could wait till tomorrow, but I could tell he really wanted it done today. So instead of him calling another notary, I reached out to Angela and said, hey, my client needs a notary. And she was like, where your bag at? That was her first question. Where's your bag? Because she already know the kid always got her bag, okay? I don't leave home without my notary bag. I don't do nothing. Jeffrey already know he could be 5 minutes away. He like, I got your notary bag in the car. He'll bring it back because I'm going to have my bag with me, right? So when that person called me last night and they needed a notary and I didn't have my bag, I called Angela. I said, hey, I told him, I said, hey, my teammate is available. And I knew she was because I just finished talking to her. And I knew she was home. Now I know she still wanted to work because it was closer to like the 6 o'clock hour. And I think she closes around 6. On paper, I'm open till 8. But if somebody want to come later than that by appointment, I got them. So anyway, I told him, I said, I can't do it today, but I can get my teammate. So he was like, yeah, because I could tell, like I said, he really wanted it today. He told me or tomorrow. And whenever they say or tomorrow, no, I'm trying to make it happen today because or tomorrow mean they're going to call another notary. Okay. People are very impatient, just like you are. You ever have somebody tell you, well, I can't do it today, I can do it tomorrow. And you like, oh yeah, sure, I'll wait for you. And then you calling somebody else. Girl, I know this business. I know business, period. Okay. So I don't let any grass grow under my feet. I'm going to get the job done. Okay. If that means I'm going to do it, Jeffrey's going to do it, Angela going to do it, somebody going to do that job, but I'm not letting it leave this area. Okay. I'm not letting it leave. She don't give me no kickback. I don't give her anything, any referral money for jobs. We just give each other jobs. Okay. All right. All right. Let's see. What is GG Solution says, get the membership. I joined the membership and added 2 new services to my business. Yay. Oh, Diamond. Hey, Diamond. Very good. Very good. Hey, Diamond. Diamond's doing good too. Diamond's in Texas, for example. So we got people all over the place. C. Jackson says, what you hating about? I don't know what they're talking about. So you got to go unless you make yourself clear. So we're going to have to go ahead and remove you from the conversation. Okay? We don't do drama over here. So I don't know what they're talking about. Don't care what they're talking about, but only positive vibes. Okay? See how I just removed them from the channel? Boop. If you got a naysayer or a hater in your life, boop, erase. Okay, you can't erase them maybe like I just did, the whole person. But we ain't doing negativity. So, nope. I remember when I first started my channel, and even now sometimes somebody will leave an off comment I'm like, you gotta go. I don't answer negative questions. I don't answer controversial questions. If I can tell you trying to be shady or keep some mess going, I'm not even answering it. I would delete you and block you from the channel. Simple as that. Okay? And I'm kind of like that in my life. Yeah, because I don't have time for a lot of drama. If I get somebody and they're unhappy with something, just go ahead and go. I'm good. I'm good. I kind of run my life like that. I try to make it work with the person. If it don't work, okay. Life is too short. It's just too short. Lori says only glass half full over here. Yeah, So I ain't doing negativity. What's that song? No negativity. I don't know. Wait a minute. I don't need no negativity or something like that. It's a little song that they do on all the little TikToks and stuff. Full energy. I don't need no negativity. I hope I don't get no strike from YouTube or something. But yeah, let me stop because they will get you on stuff like that. But yeah, I ain't doing that. So you got to go. So anyway, for all things notary, though, check out notaryeducatorsllc.com. Trigger laughing. Yeah, check out all things notary, notaryeducatorsllc.com. I hope to see some of you in mentorship. A couple questions really quick about mentorship. You don't have to wait till a certain time to join. Wherever you are in your journey, you join when you're ready. It can, because it's self-paced. And then we get in there and help you as you're learning. So it doesn't matter where you are. You have 4 people to help you. You got 4 fully trained notaries in your back pocket. Plus those like Lori, Hyra, who've taken the training, who are doing their thing. Diamond is really deep diving into the course, as I can tell by her questions. And again, if you're ready, we're ready to help you. Okay? So I'm going to get out of here, guys. But on behalf of Notary Educators with Kimmi, I want to say have a great, amazing day. I will see you soon, okay? Much success to you.